I'm joined by five-star quarterback, number one quarterback in the class, and committed to Oklahoma, Caleb Williams. Caleb, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, sir. Have you been following the news? You see this thing with Patrick Mahomes yet?
450 million.
It's 503.
Oh, well.
They're gonna pay him $500 million to play quarterback.
Play quarterback for 10 years.
Right? And more than that, like the floor is like $477 million. It's wild.
Yeah. Plus, that's not including his Adidas and all of the other endorsements that he has.
Not at all.
He's for sure comfortable.
Yeah, man. I would say so. I would say so. What about you? Are you coming down off the high? How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm wearing my OU stuff right now, so I'm great. I'm doing well.
Put a number on it. How many interviews have you done since Saturday?
Ooh, about 10.
Okay.
I would say.
So
not too bad. I'm pretty good at managing myself and how I feel.
I hope so, because that's going to be imperative. You get out here to Oklahoma, you get out here to Norman, and that's kind of what I wanted to go with. Is there's no hiding from this. So how are you?
No, there's no hiding. How
are you dealing with being the marked man, being the target, and being the heir to this QBU moniker?
I'm perfectly fine with it, to be honest with you. I like being a control type of guy. That's why I play this position. So I mean, if a little bit of interviews and a little bit of me having to get in front of cameras and things like that, or whatever it is, comes with being able to help lead people to go win games and big games and national championships and playoff games, and I mean, I guess I'll take that. I guess I'll take a little bit of interviews.
Right on, man. So like, I want to backtrack then. Let's go back 6 months.
Yep.
So Brock Vandagriff reopens his recruitment, decommits from Oklahoma in January. What are you thinking when you see that news?
Coach Riley actually called me. Like I was in Florida at the Future 50 camp.
Okay.
I think it was before the fireworks went off. So we kind of started this off with fireworks and ended it with fireworks, but because it was New Year's. And he called me, and he was telling me how Brock is probably about to how he's about to decommit, and then he did, and then he called me back, and then he just told me he's gonna, he's not recruiting any other quarterbacks right now. He's probably not going to. He's gonna be on me hard to try and get me to OU, and I'm committed to OU now. So he did an awesome job. He's an awesome guy, family guy, and obviously awesome coach. So can't wait to go there and get over there and get to work and learn the playbook, earn the respect of the guys, and hopefully be able to play as early as I can.
Now, you came to Oklahoma for elite camp last June, right?
I didn't come to a camp.
Okay.
I've just been there on visits.
Okay, so like obviously you were entertaining it then. What changed between June and June?
Honestly, I mean, I had a really good connection. I don't know. I think people have read about it. I've said it multiple times, I'm pretty sure. Or my dad has said it. I mean, I came to Oklahoma. I think it might have been the first time right before Brock committed to Oklahoma. And we were in the offensive meeting room. And we were supposed to be in there for like 20 minutes. We were in there for like 2 hours. Literally going over, just watching some film, going over my plays, talking to them, going over, some OU plays, just like kind of what he likes and things like that. And it kind of built from there. But the connection was after the first time meeting him, it was pretty tight. And he actually came because, as you know, Joe Wette, one of my good buddies and one of my old teammates, which is now going to be my teammate again. He was committed to Oklahoma, so he came here a few times to see Wette, and then also he saw me. And I don't know what it was, but it was something. It was something in the air, and it just felt like a really good connection. And now I'm here, and I'm here for my last year, and then I got one more year. I got one more year here, and then I'm off to OU, and then hopefully have a great career.
What in particular led you to the decision that you no longer needed to consider LSU or Maryland, because that was your top three for some time, and both Mike Loxley and Ed Orgeron were coming after you pretty hard, even knowing Taulia Tagovailoa had transferred from Alabama and Garrett Nussmeier had committed to LSU in May? Things started just falling in place. I started connecting with some of the guys that's already committed. Some of the guys that's already there. And then just kind of catching the vibe of certain places, even though those coaches and everybody was hard on me. I really, sometimes you don't really know, like, my decision for Gonzaga, I didn't really know what, like, to come here and be a student here and play a little bit of football at Gonzaga, my high school. I didn't really know what it was, but I came here one night for a visit, and I was like, I went back home and I was like, Dad, this is where I want to be. So it was kind of one of those things. After weighing all the options, being there a few times, being to those other places, it was kind of just like, Dad, I think this is the place where I want to be and hopefully spend the next couple of years here. What do you plan to study at Oklahoma? Business entrepreneur. I don't really like being controlled, so I also really like my position. It sounds like a quarterback, man. It sounds like a quarterback. Yeah, business entrepreneur. I don't really know exactly what an entrepreneurship yet, but probably entrepreneurship. Nah, man. No, building business from ground up and being in it at every level. Like I know something about that. So on top of business entrepreneurship, you're also doing this bit where you've had some things to say about name, image, and likeness. How much of it have you actually delved into to see what's there for you personally? So I haven't like we've dove into a little bit. I know you know way more than me, but my dad and my two like mentors, they've dove into it a lot more. They've given me like PowerPoints and how like when this whole thing pops off, how we're going to control it and things like that. So they just kind of give me bits and pieces because it is a little bit down the road for me. So not too far, obviously, but it is a little bit down the road. So they just give me bits and pieces on the way to this NIL. But they know a lot more than I do. But when it gets to the time, I'm also going to have to do my own little bit of reading and research. But they've done a lot of reading and research, even though the rules haven't come out. They've been kind of just digging as much as they can to find out how we can best attack this. Yeah, man. Trust your people. Trust your people. Yes. Do you plan to redshirt your first year? No, I don't. I don't think I have a losing mentality. If it happens and I don't get the spot, then that'd be a decision at that time. But I never really. I think of that as a losing mentality. Why go to somewhere and want to go sit and redshirt when you could possibly play? So no, I don't plan on redshirting, but if I have to, then that's what I have to do. But I definitely want to go in there as early as I can and play and have a good time and have a good career there. A lot of people have compared you to other quarterbacks. Who do you model your game after? Who do you compare yourself to?
I feel as if I take from different quarterbacks and kind of throw it in my game. Aaron Rodgers has always been my guy. I've always loved Aaron Rodgers. He does some out of this world stuff, like sliding up in the pocket, guy dragging you and throwing it 40 yards down the field to I think it was Randall Cobb down the middle for a touchdown. So that's pretty insane. But I would definitely say Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, and Deshaun Watson are my people that I kind of take the most from, I guess you can say, and implement into my own game.
Oh man, those are 3 really great quarterbacks to model your game after.
Yeah,
really great.
Yeah.
The last question that I had for you was,
wait,
what's up?
No, I said sweet.
He said sweet. He's like, I'm done. I want to get off.
Nah.
Who do you play with in Madden?
Who do I play with in Madden?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I use the Saints playbook.
Okay.
I don't really have like a team. I guess you can say I would either use the Seahawks. The Russell in there with DK and Tyler Lockett and all of those wide receivers, and then they're what, 2 or 3 running backs. I could either say the Saints too. Drew Brees is a little slow though. It's not like in real life where you get slide a little bit faster than you can in the game. But Drew Brees is a little slow, so sometimes I use them because Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, and Ted. Who else do I use? I use both Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. Those are probably my top teams that I would use, but I use the Saints playbook for all of those teams.
What do you like about the Saints playbook?
You can go 5 wide and has an awesome vertical attack.
Man, it's trying to push the ball down the field. I like it. That is 5-star quarterback, number 1 quarterback in the 2021 class, and the newest commit to the Oklahoma Sooners 2021 recruiting class, Caleb Williams. Caleb, thanks so much, man.
Yeah, no problem.